Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name is Omri and today I'm gonna give you a watch review. So the watch we have today is a dress watch and it's a very popular model. This watch is already discontinued and it was made by Seiko and still can be found in very different sites and stores from leftover stock. The watch is the SARB 065, also known as the cocktail time. This watch was discontinued and was replaced by another model which is very similar from the Premier line. So this is the way the watch comes, and as you can see, the original watch strap is not longer on the watch. I don't like the strap very much, so I changed it, but I'm gonna show it to you anyways. So come in this very simple box with all the booklets. This is Japanese made and is intended for the Japanese domestic market. So let's take the watch out, put the box aside. Okay, I have this watch for about 2 years and I really like it. Of course, there's some things I don't like and I'm gonna talk about them when we start the review, but this is the aftermarket strap that I put on a watch, and this is the watch, and as you can see, it has a very beautiful dial. Okay, so let's start with the dimensions. Okay, so the diameter of the watch, I don't know if you can see it through the calipers, is 42. Okay, so I'm sorry, the diameter is not 42, and as you can see, it's about 40 millimeters, and the lug to lug it's almost 49. The lug width is 22 millimeters. And the one thing that I don't like about the watch is its height, which is about 13 millimeters, which I consider a little bit too thick for a dress watch. But if you're using it on a regular basis, it's not that bad. So this was the dimensions, and of course the weight, and this is excluded the original strap. And it's 68.5, almost 70 grams. Okay, so before we'll take a look at the watch right now, let's take a look at the original strap. So this is the original strap that the watch comes with. This is a black plain leather strap. It's very shiny. It's not a matte strap. It has that stitching on the side in the matching color. And the buckle is a deployment. It's a deployment clasp. Very simple, but it's very comfortable too. Twin trigger, and it has the seiko logo engraved on it. While I liked the deployment clasp, I really didn't like the strap itself, and since it came with an original buckle for the aftermarket strap, I just kept it like this. Okay. So what most people like about this watch is the design. As you can see, it has a very interesting dial. There is of course no lume because it's a dress watch, and there is this thin dolphin-like hands and applied silver markers, silver colored markers, and the dial itself it's a white dial with a pattern like sun rays. It has a sunburst effect. The crystal is a little bit domed, and it's not a sapphire, it's a seiko mineral crystal. So of course it's a little less scratch resistant, but this one hasn't been scratched, and I have the watch for about 2 years. And the thing I particularly like about this watch is the second hand, which is very, very thin. It's like needle-like hand, and it is blue. It's really hard to see, but it's blue, and it has the kite-like pattern on the tip, which I really like. And of course we have the automatic 23 jewels. At the 6 o'clock and at the 3 o'clock we have the date window. Everything a dress watch needs. All the surfaces, as you can see, are highly polished. And on the back we have an exhibition case back. This is exhibition case back, shows the movement, which is the 6R movement from Seiko. I really like this movement. I think it's a lot better than the 4R movement. And of course they don't put it in these watches anymore. Right now, if you want to get the 6R, you have to look for this model, the SARB 065, because all the premier models got the 4R movements. It's not highly decorated, but it's fun to look at. The watch has 50 meters of water resistant, like a dress watch should, so you can't go diving with it or swimming with it, but a little splash of water here and there is not gonna damage your watch. The movement itself, it's hackable, it's hand wind, and it's a quick set date set. So first position, second position, we can set the time, and we can wind it. Okay, so pros and cons. So this is a watch that already proven himself to be a very popular watch. A lot of people in the watch community know it, love it, and own it. And I think over time this can be a collector's piece because of all the details, like the little S on the crown and the very beautiful dial, and the fact that it doesn't say the premier line like the new one has, and the 6R movement, which is a very, very good movement by Seiko. Of course it's a dress watch, but it can be used as an everyday watch for people who want it, because it's not too fancy. It doesn't have like a sun and moon complication or any other grand complication that you normally see on fancy dress watches. So it can work with everyday clothes, and of course with the suit as well. The big con for me is the height of the watch. I don't like dress watches that are too thick, and of course the thickness is partly due to the, you see the dome crystal over here, but nevertheless it's 13 millimeters, which I think it's a little bit too thick for a dress watch. I don't mind it on a diver's watch, but all that said, I use this watch on and off in my rotation for about 2 years, and I really love it. I think it's beautiful. It goes very good with a lot of type of straps. This is you see how I use this strap a lot. This is a leather brown alligator pattern strap, aftermarket one, with this white stitching. But I've seen people put this watch on mesh bracelets and other bracelets, and you can do whatever you like with it. I'm gonna give you another look at the watch. Let's put it on the wrist. And my wrist is fairly small, so if you have a small wrist, don't worry, it still fits very well. No point in showing the buckle. This is an aftermarket strap. So thank you very much for watching this video. If you like it, please hit the like button. If you like the channel, you can subscribe. This is a starting channel, so there's not a lot of videos, but they're gonna keep coming. And I'll see you in the next video. Thank you very much.